These vital skills can help save lives by providing critical support to victims of sudden cardiac arrest until first responders arrive on the scene. And every minute counts. For each minute defibrillation is delayed, the chance that the victim will be resuscitated drops by about 10%. And we're very fortunate to have two people here today who can talk to us about that from firsthand experience. Kim and Terry Williamson. Kim, you're going to tell the story for us.
On January 20th of this year, I received a phone call. Terry collapsed on the job, and he's not breathing. Scariest phone call you will ever get in your life. Terry had suffered a cardiac arrest that day. I need to back up and tell you a little bit about the miracles that happened that day in order for you to understand the full story. Terry pours concrete for a living, and he's normally laid off all winter. It's a seasonal job. For some reason, call it fate, a blessing, a miracle, whatever, Terry was called back to work that week. Otherwise, he'd have been home alone, and he would not be here today. When Terry collapsed on the job, his workmates immediately started CPR and called 911. They had just learned CPR a month or two prior to this. Had they not, he would again not be here today. They ran to Cloverwood, which was right there on their construction site, and got Lisa and Georgie and Pete. He also helped with the CPR. Another miracle, faith, luck, whatever. Pittsford Ambulance and the Southeast Quadrant Mobile Critical Unit were just at the base of the hill, so they were there within minutes. They all performed CPR, and they did use the AED machine on him, shocked him 4 times, and brought his heart back. He spent the next 2.5 weeks in Strong Hospital. What they don't know is they not only saved his life once, but twice that day, because it was also discovered that Terry had a 2-inch tumor in his left lung. It was stage 1 cancer. So besides the cardiac arrest, he had lung cancer, and it was just in the first stages. I'm happy to report, however, that on February 2nd, Terry had a triple bypass to repair his heart. And about 6 weeks later, on March 15th, he had lung surgery, and they removed the tumor. And today, he seems to be healthy and cancer-free. Paramedics, the nurses, doctors at Strong, I thank you all for saving my husband's life. If it wasn't for CPR and the AEDs, he would not be here. So I thank you all. And everyone else out there, please encourage your friends, your families, your coworkers, everyone to get CPR training. You never know when you can perform a miracle like this to save a life. Thank you.
Sharing that amazing story, and Terry, I'm really happy to hear everything's going well and you're back on the road to recovery. And now we'd like to recognize some of the people that helped save Terry. Georgie Rosenbauer, Pete Jardis, and Kim Hansen. We'd like to get, or excuse me, Lisa, sorry, running too fast here. And also Todd Jackson at Fuller also helped out. He was unable to be here, But Lisa, just read your certificate of extraordinary personal action awarded to Lisa Hansen for selfless and humane action in saving a life. Thank you very much on behalf of Thank you very much. And George, thank you very much. Thank you.
day like it was yesterday. I was getting my residence bills ready, and a construction worker came in and yelled that we need a nurse out here. One of the guys were down. At that point, I made sure my people, my residents were safe. Ran out there with them. As I ran out, we have radios, and those radios actually got Pete and Georgie there very fast. Todd was doing CPR when I got there, and he asked that I take it over. So I took over CPR, and I looked up, and all these guys around me crying. Yeah, I'm gonna cry. But every time they screamed your name, your nickname, your Sluggo. His nickname is Sluggo. Every time they screamed his name, he would try his hardest and took a breath. So I just looked up and I'm like, every one of you scream his name, just keep screaming his name and don't stop. It seemed like seconds, and Pete and Georgie were there. But a lot of kudos for me to go to Todd, because if he hadn't started CPR, I mean, just 1 or 2 minutes would have meant a great deal for Terry to be standing here today. And the support of, like I said, Pete and Georgie was awesome. Just even hearing their voice, knowing that they were there, just gives you that little more to keep going. One thing I would really like to say about CPR is every second counts. I have done CPR at a gentleman at Walmart even, and it's just hard. If I had collapsed, I would want somebody there to do CPR on me. And I kind of brought my shoes into Sluggo because I said I would not wash my shoes until I saw him, because they were dirty from the construction site. But everybody should learn CPR, and please don't be afraid to do it, because every second counts. And it's hard, but just do it.
Thank you. So if a loved one of yours was to suffer cardiac arrest, you know what to do. By providing life-saving training, the Red Cross gives people the skills and the confidence they need to act in an emergency. And that's why the Greater Rochester Red Cross is organizing Super CPR Saturday, with a goal of certifying 150 new people certified in adult CPR and AED use. And the training will be free. And we'll have Super CPR Saturday on June 19th. Classes will be available in English, Spanish, and American Sign Language. We want everyone to be able to benefit. The Red Cross will register the first 150 people to call and sign up. And registration for CPR Saturday opens today, and the number to call is 585-241-4435. Follow the prompts and leave your information. I can't say any more about how important CPR training is. You've already heard it from people far better than I to convince you of that. So we urge all of you to learn CPR and AED skills so you can help save a life if needed. And the number to call again to sign up for June 19th CPR Saturday is 585-241-4435. Thank you. This concludes the formal part of our presentation, and I'm sure if anyone has questions, myself or any of our friends here will be happy to answer them.